Des enfants en première ligne dans la guerre au Soudan, c'est en tout cas ce que montrent des vidéos postées sur TikTok et Facebook. Une large enquête menée par qu'a, un groupe spécialisé dans les investigations indépendantes, révèle que de jeunes garçons sont devenus des égéries de guerre sur TikTok. Ces vidéos sont devenues virales dans l'écosystème soudanais. Qu'a s'est penché sur le profil de deux de ces lionceaux.
His videos were getting millions of views and being reshared by many other pro-SAF TikTok pages. And he was having contact with leading ministers in the Sudanese government, leading political and military figures. And we found that on TikTok, basically, these two children had almost a cult following, where many people were engaging positively with their content, calling them lion cubs in the comments, and were resharing videos and images of the children repeatedly.
Chacun est mis en scène pour établir la propagande pro-FSR ou pro-FAS. Qu'a estime que c'est pour ses qualités d'orateur que ce lionceau a été recruté par les FAS.
He's a really good speaker. He appears to have been a sort of poet before, and he says a lot of poetry in support of the SAF, which also threatens the RSF. And he frequently appears on podiums in front of soldiers or amongst leaders and gives sort of inspirational speeches. So I think that the fact he's such a good speaker probably has a large part to play in why he was recruited into this kind of propaganda role.
Ces lionceaux apparaissent aux côtés de plusieurs chefs de guerre des deux camps. Depuis le 15 avril 2023 et la rupture de l'alliance entre Al-Bourhan et Hemeti, le Soudan est plongé dans la guerre civile. Dans un rapport de 2024, l'ONU avait décompté 151 enfants-soldats déployés dans ce conflit en 2023. Plusieurs experts qui ont participé à l'enquête de qu'a s'accordent sur le fait que ces vidéos contribuent au recrutement d'enfants-soldats.
Everyone in Sudan, the children know who this kid is. They look up to him. They see them on social media. Keep in mind that TikTok is a very youth-oriented platform, and you have a lot of young people using it. So she said that it gives a friendly face to the RSF for these young children who are maybe looking or considering joining. And might be inspired by the recognition and fame that this child got by joining the RSF. Although we can't conclude definitely that this child is a member of the RSF denies it. What we can say is that he was at the Battle of Baba Nusa in the base after it was captured, holding a rifle amongst dead bodies, and then put on the shoulders of one of the commanders on the ground of the RSF and honored as a lion cub. So maybe he's not officially a member, but he still qualifies as a child soldier, that's important to highlight.
En octobre 2024, une mission d'enquête des Nations Unies avait rapporté que les FSR avaient systématiquement recruté et utilisé des enfants dans les combats. Même conclusion en janvier 2026, le haut-commissaire des Nations Unies aux droits de l'homme, Volker Turk, a déclaré qu'il était profondément préoccupé par la militarisation croissante de la société, y compris à travers l'utilisation d'enfants. Des mots qui soulignent la violation des engagements contenus dans la déclaration de Jeddah de mai 2023. Les FSR et les FAS avaient alors convenu de s'abstenir de recruter des enfants et de les utiliser dans les combats.
We talked to RSF members who denied the use of child soldiers, said the RSF cub was simply there to celebrate and enjoy the festive atmosphere which comes with capturing a base. I think it's clearly a ridiculous statement when we see him carrying a rifle and surrounded by dead bodies. On the SAF side, we weren't able to get a comment from a current SAF member, even though we reached out through multiple channels. It appears, though, that both sides are using child soldiers at this point.
Dans son rapport, qu'a dit avoir identifié 12 comptes TikTok et 3 comptes Facebook de lionceaux. immédiatement signalé à l'administration de ces réseaux sociaux. Après plusieurs signalements, l'ensemble de ces comptes TikTok ont finalement été supprimés.
So we reached out. Actually, firstly, we reported all the accounts on TikTok through TikTok. We first did that, then waited 48 hours. We did this on TikTok and Facebook. After 48 hours, no action had been taken. Finally, when we published last Friday, we checked again and all the accounts have been taken down. However, simply by searching the names of the child soldiers, we were still able to find, even after publishing, that different accounts were popping up, reposting the same videos, and that many different posts with less engagement, with fewer likes. Also from the NGO Access Now told us that Facebook's policy to moderating content coming out of conflict zones, such as child recruitment content, remains extremely ad hoc and non-transparent, and that there's no properly implemented and consistent policy by Meta for moderating this content. And I think it took us writing an article and publishing an article before TikTok took down all the accounts, which we flagged, which suggests that they didn't put in a lot of work looking through the content to see if there was any more child soldier content on the accounts that we shared.